Good evening, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight from West York High School. It's Sports Shooting Stars as you're catching senior night here. They're announcing the seniors here at West York High School, and I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Jesse Ferber, in the broadcast booth. Jesse, welcome.
Thank you very much, Todd. Happy to be out here tonight for senior night. West York with 6 graduating seniors coming off a championship county season last year, and we've clinched the Division II, at least a part of the Division II title at this point. And with a win here tonight, West York will be the sole champion of Division II over Eastern York. So
yeah,
happy to be out here with you guys tonight.
And happy for the fans that are tuned in tonight, ready for a big Division II matchup here featuring West York. And they've been on a roll, as you mentioned, Jesse, back-to-back potentially Division II titles here for the Bulldogs.
David McGladry.
Yes, sir.
And I know you know this team quite well.
I do know the team well. I've been following them along. And this New Oxford team, a lot of young talent on this team. I believe they start 2 freshmen and multiple sophomores getting a lot of minutes here for New Oxford. So they are led by the Holmes brothers, Brody and Brennan. So both really good athletic, super athletic players. And they're going to give West York all they can handle tonight for sure.
Good luck this evening and in the rest of the season.
It looks like a group picture set up at midcourt here. The seniors.
Sports Shooting Stars Network. The game will be featured online and cable TV. Watch the game live on Comcast Cable Channel 18 of York or on YouTube under White Rose Community TV YouTube channel and Sports Shooting Stars YouTube channel and their Facebook page. Thank you and good luck to both teams.
And of course, sports fans, we will make our way down to the court once the teams come out from the locker room and once the festivities here with senior night finish up. And as both teams will warm up, it'll be an exciting time. This is our final regular season broadcast. I want to remind the fans that we do have some county playoff games that we will be broadcasting. Follow our Facebook page and Instagram page for more information with Sports Shooting Stars. And all culminating with the county championships. Jesse, that'll be played at the York Tech Fieldhouse, which is a beautiful facility.
Beautiful facility. Feels more like a college gym there than a high school gym. Great facility, and those county matchups are yet to be determined.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that, Jesse, as this game progresses. And I know some of the games do not finish up till next Tuesday. York High travels to Dallastown.
Big one there. Dallastown and York High could have some major ramifications on the seeding for sure, not only for county but for districts as well. So look forward to seeing that, and should have 8 really good quality teams in the county playoffs, all with the potential to win at any moment.
And I know who you're leaning towards. No doubt about it, as the tournament gets underway here rather short. Seems like it was a quick basketball season. Your thoughts?
It flew by, definitely. It seems like we were just getting started with the tip-off tournaments, and now we're getting ready to head into counties, and immediately after counties, we jump right into districts.
And this West York ball club could be geared for a nice district run.
Yeah, another West York here with a win tonight. If I'm not mistaken, unofficially, they should clinch a home district playoff game, at least once. I think that's obviously something big to get that home crowd going for a district playoff game, and could potentially see a West York versus Susquehannock in the first round of districts, so that would be exciting as well.
And this place, I would imagine, would be rocking.
They should get it packed for that, for sure.
As the New Oxford Colonials make their way out of the locker room area, and they're down on the court for their warm-ups, and momentarily the West York Bulldogs will come out from the locker room as well. Keep an eye on the New Oxford Colonials as they warm up here, and joined in the broadcast booth with Brandy Shope as well, who will be working behind the camera tonight.
Or at least trying.
At least trying to, yes. Health permitting, right? Health permitting. Yeah, test 1 2 test. Test 1 2 test. Okay, yeah, no, we have it muted. That's fine. Yeah, no. Just try yours, Jesse.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Good evening, sports fans. Todd Edwards here courtside, along with my broadcast partner, Dude Jones. Feels good to be back here at West York. I know you're familiar with the West York Bulldogs here, Jesse.
Yes, very much so. I'm a member here of the West York School District. Happy to be out here for senior night. West York with 6 graduating seniors.
And we happened to see that pregame as we had the cameras running pregame for senior night. And a big night here tonight for West York, who I was told with Eastern's loss last night to Susquehannock, they've secured the Division II title.
They are Division II champs back-to-back and looking to head into the county playoffs and move to the district playoffs as well very soon right after.
They play a tough, stout team in the New Oxford Colonials. We saw last Friday they defeated York Suburban, and then we went to the Ox. Last Saturday they defeated DeLone Catholic. That should give West York a formidable test tonight as West York gears up for the county championship. Right?
Definitely. The New Oxford team, they play a lot of younger players, a lot of freshmen and underclassmen. They are led by the Holmes brothers.
Yes.
Brody and Brennan. 2 very, very athletic players. They can make difficult shots, so it should be an exciting game.
And any players to keep the eye on for West York tonight that are tuned in at home tonight?
Yeah, West York definitely has been getting contributions throughout the lineup. David McGladry, senior, number 23, has been leading the team in scoring. Braden Detz, also a senior, has been he's been playing hurt all year, battling some back and ankle injuries, but he's been a solid player all around, rebounding, passing, shooting the ball, and defensively as well. So,
and to chime in on that, both scorers double-digit points per game from both McGladry and Detz tonight. And I was told also, head coach for West York, Garrett Bull, has a chance to win game 100 tonight here on the home court.
That we're able to plan that out perfectly to be here for win number 100 for Coach Bull. So hopefully the Dogs can get it done for them.
The dog pound may be rocking as the student section has filed in. And by the way, this past week, head coach of York High, Clovis Gallen, picked up his 100th win.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Congratulations to Coach Gallen.
As well.
And York High tonight in Southwestern, a bevy of games taking place tonight. Of course, the big matchup on Sports Shooting Stars, the New Oxford Colonials will battle the Bulldogs right here on their home court. Senior night, my broadcast partner Jesse Ferber and yours truly Todd Edwards are here live, and we're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth, and we bring the game to you tonight, Sports Shooting Stars.
Yes, sir.
We're back. Todd Edwards here in the broadcast booth with my broadcast partner, Jesse Ferber. We'd like to mention our sponsors for tonight. There's a whole host of them, and let's mention our sponsors tonight. Thornton Automotive of Dover, Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, S3 Performance Training, Basil Insurance Agency, the Basketball Warehouse, Parma Pizza of Dallastown, and Fender's Grill and Pub, located on 2000 Laux Road right here in York, Pennsylvania. All sponsors for Sports Shooting Stars tonight as we bring the game to you. And about just under 2 minutes here with warm-ups as both teams finishing up their drills.
At guard, a freshman, number 1, Braden Pillman. At guard, a junior, number 12, Jake Lawrence. At guard, a junior, number 13, Brennan Holmes. At guard, a freshman, number 21, Brody Holmes. And at center, a junior, number 44, Holden Krabs. The Colonials are coached by Nate Myers, assisted by Ian Bosserman. Now, starting for the Bulldogs. At guard, a senior, number 3, Brady Dance. At guard, a senior, number 5, Chase Dahl. At guard, a senior, number 23, David McGladry. At guard, a senior, number 33, Blake Knowles. And at center, a senior, number 35, Javon DeShield.
There you have it, sports fans.
Coached by Garrett Bull, assisted by Nathan Markey, Christian Wagman, Brian Rick, and Clayton Fryer. Officials for tonight's contest are Mark Scott, Noel Conway, and Jim Thomas. At this time, if you are able, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and face the flag. Please remove all head coverings. During our national anthem, we ask that everyone display dignity and respect for our flag, the symbol of the freedom that was won by the millions of men and women who have defended and continue to defend our great nation. Please join us now as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
We're back, sports fans. The playing of our national anthem. The starting lineups have been announced.
Fans are reminded that we have a no food and drink policy in our gymnasium. We do recognize that several of you do smuggle food in your jackets and your bags. And we ask that if you are a food smuggler, please respect our facility and throw your trash away in the receptacles located just outside the main doors. Thank you.
Well, Jesse, now that we have a public service announcement about food not being allowed here in the gymnasium, we are moments away from tip-off here at West York.
Ready to go, Todd. First time I've heard that term, a food smuggler.
Yes, exactly. First time for everything.
Yes, sir.
And it's all heard right here on Sports Shooting Stars. And we are underway. West York in their white jerseys with blue numbers moving left to right on your TV screen.
West York starting all 5 seniors. They do have one more senior on the bench at this point, Jalen Robertson.
Baseline.
Hopefully he gets some action here early. We'll see.
And it's typical for on senior night, Jesse, for a lot of the seniors to start and play maybe a good portion of the first quarter.
We will see how it goes. Now, the 5 seniors on the floor for Coach Bull have been getting significant minutes throughout the season. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them play a good portion of this first quarter with this lineup. We'll see what Coach Bull wants to do.
Knowles with the ball and a turnover. It's Holmes to the bucket. Brennan Holmes, a junior, 6'2" junior for New Oxford. He's a previous player of the game for Sports Shooting Stars.
Yeah, heck of an athlete, Todd. Looks like Dave McGladry might have either a lost contact or something happened there. The trainers are tending to him right now. And it might have got bumped on the head possibly.
Yeah, he's stepped off the court.
Holmes also a all-county football player here in the fall, wide receiver and defensive back. And younger brother Brody Holmes getting a start also as a freshman. I believe he started for them all season. So 2 good young athletes there.
2 players to keep an eye on tonight for New Oxford Colonials, as Jacob Nicely has checked in for West York. As David McGladry being attended to by the training staff, and not sure.
Hopefully he's all right. Jake Nisley, the junior, number 42, has been a big contributor for the Bulldogs here late in the season. Been getting a lot of minutes. He has been starting. Heck of a rebounder and a defender for these guys. So he's no stranger to the court here.
Well, and a 6'3" junior.
He's a big fella.
No doubt. Unofficial timeout, an injury timeout of sorts here with 7:23 to go as Brennan Holmes to the charity stripe here.
Holmes unfazed there, Todd. Yes. With that long break, he went in and knocked it down.
Jesse, as they say, he's a baller. We mentioned he's a player to keep an eye on, 2 for 2.
Yes, sir.
And gives New Oxford the 2-point lead. They broke the ice first. We'll see how West York responds on this series.
Yeah, West York definitely hoping that McGladry is not hurt too bad here. He's been the leading scorer from all season.
That was Brady
Detz with the first 2 for West York.
And ties things up here under 2. Tied up 2-2, under 7 minutes.
Quick shot there by Brody Holmes.
Detz now brings the ball up court. Kick out to Blake Knowles.
Blake Knowles for 3.
Big 3 by Blake Knowles.
Knowles a heck of a shooter, Todd. When he gets time to get that 3-point shot off, he's very successful.
As was evident there on that play. And a 3-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Off the iron, rebounded by New Oxford.
West York crowd was wanting to travel there. They didn't
Holden
get
Krabs.
Great move.
Holden Krabs, 6'3" junior.
Yeah, New Oxford, all underclassmen starting in this lineup.
And a back and forth there, Jesse,
Yeah.
with some turnovers.
Couple quick turnovers by each team. Jake Nisley came up with the steal.
Detz with the ball. Bounce pass down low.
Got a pretty fast pace here for these teams on both sides. Be interesting to see if they try to slow it down at all, but right now they're looking to get quick shots.
New Oxford now being patient right now, working the ball. Looks like stepped out of bounds. Run-in Holmes will be West York's possession with 5:23 to go here in the opening quarter.
Braden Detz been running the point here for West York most of the season. Mark Walker, the junior, was planning on being the point guard for this season. He was injured, has not been able to play yet this season. They definitely have missed him a lot. So hopefully they can get him back, maybe county or district playoffs. We'll see.
Blake Knowles for a deep three off the iron and in.
Oh.
6 points for Blake Knowles, leads all scorers. Actually, 6 of the 8 points belong to number 33, Blake Knowles, the senior.
Blake's outscoring New Oxford to this point.
2 big threes by Blake Knowles with under 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. And a turnover.
Oh, great pass there by Detz.
And
Just Chase Dahl could not quite catch a handle on it, but good look there to push the tempo there by West York.
The Colonials ball here with 4:36 remaining in the opening quarter.
There's a shot by Billman, the freshman, in and out. Little faster pace than normal for West York. They are definitely a defensive team. Keeps the games typically in the 40s or low 50s. We'll see if we might have a little bit of change to that tonight.
Down low to DeShields. Could not punch it in. Colonials now bringing the ball up. Braden Billman, the freshman. 2 starting freshmen for the New Oxford Colonials.
We're starting to see that a little bit more in York County. I know Central York is starting 2 freshmen as well. That is something that's kind of new for the York County area. A lot of freshmen.
You sit when you were a freshman, you learn the system, and
you're either playing freshman or maybe JV, but here we got a lot of freshmen getting some early minutes, so good to see. Looks like Grady Hoffman and Luke Hoffman, the sophomore twins for West York, looking to check in. Chase Dahl in and out on the 3.
Down low to DeShields in the put in. Nice pass from Blake Knowles to Javon DeShields. And DeShields, his first points in tonight's game, gives West York the lead 10-4 with just under 3 minutes to go. The opening quarter.
Another rebound by Nisley.
Nisley, in there, and of course using his 6'3" frame, rebounding. Down low in the post.
Great entry pass there by Dahl into Nisley. And looks like Chase Dahl is going to be going to the line.
2:42 to go. Second foul on Holden Krabs.
Chase Dahl made that first one. And he hits the second. Looks like all the seniors so far that have been in the game are on the board. Obviously, McGladry got hurt on that first play. The trainer's still tending to him. So we'll see if he's able to hopefully come back for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier a leading scorer for this Bulldog team and would be sorely missed from an offensive standpoint. a previous player of the game as well for Sports Shooting Stars this season.
Grady Hoffman, sophomore, big rebound coming into the game.
You mentioned the Hoffman twins, just sophomores for this West York Ball Club.
Both good ball players. Dad, Travis Hoffman, he's up on the board, 1,000-point scorer for West York. So they come from a basketball family for sure.
There's a few on that board as I am looking up.
Yeah, a couple
that.
Hoffmans,
Yeah,
I believe.
New Oxford's possession with 1:54 to go. Colonials now working it around. Jump shot.
Another rebound, Nisley. I tell you, West York, the strength of their team is their defense.
And they're getting the rebounds, yes.
They typically
Blake
give
Knowles
you one attempt.
for
There's another
three.
3. Knowles on fire early here for the Bulldogs.
Yes, 9 points
I believe
for Blake
he's,
Knowles.
I want to say he's 3 for 4 from 3 early on. I don't know if that's 100% correct. I think he missed one, hit 3.
But boy, right now leading all the scorers with 9 points. A 5'10" senior on fire right now and giving West York the lead 15-4 with 1:18 remaining. Knowles is going to take a timeout. This is Javon DeShields stepping off the court.
New Oxford struggling to get it going here offensively. They don't want to fall too far behind. There's a long 3 missed by Holmes. Another rebound by Hoffman.
Detz brings the ball up.
Great save there by Chase Dahl. Braden Detz for 3. That's
Big
good.
3 for Detz.
Bulldogs coming out on fire here.
On fire right now. And New Oxford looking to maybe cool them off a little bit with this timeout. 18-4.
Yeah,
And it's been all West York so far,
all
Jesse.
West York, very good shooting. They haven't missed many shots from the outside. And if New Oxford doesn't start to score, this game could be over quickly. We'll see.
It could be a long night, yeah, for New Oxford. As you mentioned, if they do not start the scoring drive, if you will. And right now, your leading scorer for West York, Blake Knowles, 9 points. And there has not been much scoring for the New Oxford Colonials. Holden Krabs and Brennan Holden each have 2 points.
Yeah. I'll tell you, 18 points for the Bulldogs with just under a minute to go first quarter, well above their scoring average. So let's see if they can keep that up. I believe they're probably averaging right around 48 to 50 points a game.
Yeah, well, I went in, I did some research. They're averaging 54 points
Okay,
this
I was a
season
little
per
selling
game.
short a little bit, but they're on pace to crush that tonight. We'll see.
And seniors David McLadry averaging 13 points per game, and Braden Detz, his teammate, 11 points per game. They come in with an overall record of 14-6, 10-1 in the division. Big 3.
Big 3 by Holmes. Quick shot, he knocked it down. That was big for them.
Yes, they need points, and that's the start for the Colonials. Down score West York 18, New Oxford 7. Under 20 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
West York definitely holding for the last shot here. They probably won't get a shot off till under 5 seconds, I wouldn't imagine.
Down
Oh, great
low
look
to Shields and the
for
put
2.
in.
Great pass there by Grady Hoffman into the Shields.
Oh, and banks
wow.
it in.
Big
Brennan Holmes,
3.
the bank's open after 5 tonight, and wow, a big 3 to end the first quarter.
Huge shot there by Brennan Holmes. West York seemed like they were getting ready to run away here, so that closed the gap to 10 points. Big shot there by Holmes. Let's see if New Oxford can keep that momentum moving into the second quarter.
Wow, they needed it, and right now at the end of the first quarter, your score, the West York Bulldogs 20, New Oxford Colonials 10. Your thoughts so far, Jesse, on this opening quarter here tonight?
I'll tell you, great start by West York, shooting the ball very well, getting everybody involved. They had, I believe, 4 or 5 players that scored in that first quarter, so you love to see that if you're Coach Bull. New Oxford, obviously a slow start. Big three there by Holmes to cut that lead to 10. And, you know, we'll see if they can, like I said, capitalize on that momentum with that almost half-court three-pointer he just made.
Yeah, a phenomenal shot by Brennan Holmes to end the first quarter. We'll see if that can carry over for the Colonials.
Looks like David McGladry back in the game. It looks like he's got another jersey on, so when he got hit in the head, he must have got some blood on that 23. So he's number 12 now.
And a rebound by David McGladry. We're seeing him tonight, really for the first full time here right now in the second quarter, coming off that injury.
Yeah, it looked like, I believe that was the first play of the game where he got hit.
And a three-point shot by David McGladry. And
I guess his head's all right.
Yeah, no doubt about that with that three.
He's been shooting the ball really well for the Bulldogs. Last year, he was more of a guy who would drive, get in the paint, mid-range jumpers. He's really worked on that three-point game, and he's been very consistent for them from three-point range.
Down low.
So we've got a foul on the floor.
New Oxford will maintain possession here. Just underway here in the second quarter. A 13-point lead for West York, 23-10. And swatted away there by DeShields.
Big block by DeShields. Holding Krabs, he's definitely a crafty post player, but DeShields obviously saw where he was trying to go there and took care of that shot.
DeShields listed at 6'5".
West York into their motion offense.
Yes.
They will run that motion offense primarily, and they will work to get a very good shot, and they'll eat a lot of clock, especially being up 13 early. Look for them to really work that ball and work the clock as well.
And there has been a lot of talk recently about whether there should be a shot clock instituted at the high school level here in
Great
Pennsylvania.
look in there by McGladry into DeShields. Wide open.
Javon DeShields now with 6 points for West York.
Tough three there.
Yeah, Holmes.
By Holmes, in and out. Dogs up 25-10. Grady Hoffman off the mark. Tough shot by Braden Detz there, Todd.
Braden Detz now with 7 points. 27-10 West York. The drive to the net. New Oxford comes in with an overall record of 9-12, 4-10 in the Division II play.
Yeah, been a tough year for New Oxford, but look for these guys next year, year after that to really start to make a move again in Division II. They did not start a senior at all season. Couple 11th grade juniors, 2 freshmen and a sophomore, I believe.
Detz now for 3. New Oxford brings the ball out in transition.
Looks like that's going to be a foul on Braden Detz, Todd. Blake Knowles looking to check back in. Also, Jake Nisley coming back in the game. Oh, looks like Jake Nisley's not coming back in.
But Blake Knowles has entered the game. He's 9 points and a couple 3-point shots by Blake Knowles early.
Tough move by the freshman, Brody Holmes. And the foul.
And the N1, yes.
That's the kind of things that Brody Holmes can do. Super athletic player, can get to the rim, can shoot the ball from the outside. Even as a freshman, one of the best athletes on the floor typically.
McLattery with the ball. Give to Hoffman for three. Makes it look rather easy. Grady Hoffman with a three-point shot, and right now it's been all West York, 30 to New Oxford 12 with 5:11 remaining.
All West York. Balanced scoring attack. If you look up at that scoreboard there for West York,
Well,
they've got everybody involved in the scoring.
Yeah, Javon DeShields with 6 points. We mentioned Blake Knowles, 9 points. Grady Hoffman, 3. David McLattery has a three-pointer.
And
Braden
Dets
Detz,
with
7. And Chase Dahl with 2.
And we're still midway through this second quarter. Again, West York starting to look like they're going to pull away. We'll see if New Oxford can do something on the
And you
offensive
mentioned,
end.
Jesse, about 50, 60 points maybe being scored, but right now, West York at 30.
They're looking to maybe put up a 70 to 80 spot. Grady Hoffman with the big three there. He's a guy that does not need much room to get that shot off. If you give him any type of space, he's going to shoot it, and usually he's connecting. Shoots it very high.
Brennan Holmes is the leading scorer for New Oxford with 8 points.
Looks like Brennan Holmes is out of the game for New Oxford. So we'll see how long they stay without him. Like you mentioned, he's been their leading scorer. I would not imagine they'll keep him out too long. Rebound there by Blake Knowles.
Hoffman thought about another three-point attempt there.
One thing about this West York team, they do not typically take too many bad shots.
Baseline, McLattery with the
Nice
put in,
drive.
nice move.
West York up 20. Looks like the freshman Billman getting ready to check back in for New Oxford.
And it looks like McLattery slipped out there.
Looks like a
Bounced back
foul
up
there
rather
on
quickly.
number 15 for New Oxford.
That's Jet Moore, a former football player, New Oxford.
Okay, and the student section starting to get a little bit pumped
Little
up here.
lively.
Senior Jalen Robertson checked into the game here. He's definitely a crowd favorite. They call him J-Rob. Let's see if
Clearly.
he can get involved in the offense here. That would be good to see.
You mentioned earlier about spreading the butter around a little bit with the point distribution.
Yep. Senior night, you would like to see all the seniors get on that scoreboard. And I believe they're all on now except for Robertson. Let's see if he can, see if these guys can get him a shot here. Great
Down
pass
low to
by
DeShields.
Dahl into the shield. Great entry pass there by Chase Dahl. DeShields finished easily.
8 points now for Javon DeShields.
Tough shot
Off
there
the
by
mark.
Holmes. Looked like they might have got a piece of that one.
McLattery brings the ball up court. Blake Knowles out there on the three-point arc, off the iron. DeShields with the rebound. Jump shot by McLattery, shot short. Maloney
West
was out.
York doing a really good job on the glass, both offensive and defensive sides, Todd. They're getting 2 or 3 attempts every time.
And it will be interesting to see this West York Ball Club, how they'll compete in the counties, which will begin next week.
Yeah, we talked about that pregame, Todd, and I think, you're going to have 8 teams that can beat each other on any given night. So Central York probably going to be the favorite. They've
Well,
been the number 1 team in Division I, but
How about York High? Let's
York
not
High
sleep on York
definitely can beat them. They had them down early in the season. I believe you guys did that game. York High had Central down by
Yes.
about 12 or 13 at the half.
And
So
both-
they definitely can beat them. This West York team is definitely a contender. Eastern York,
Eastern York as well, and let's not forget the Catholics in
No.
Division 3.
you got York Catholic, who just had the big win over Littlestown. Littlestown,
Middletown's
they were in the semifinals last year and returned the majority of their lineup. You're probably going to see Susquehannock.
Maybe
who is
Dallastown as well.
Dallastown. Both those two teams there, both very athletic and very gritty. They will fight defensively. They'll rebound, and they'll play you tough. If you're one of those higher seeds, you don't want to see a team like that in the playoffs.
Dallastown, has a pretty tough schedule to go. Tonight they're on the road at Governor Mifflin. Monday night, Susquehanna Township out of Harrisburg, and then they close out at home with York High.
Yeah, I tell you, 3 tough opponents, and that's good. You want to see those tough opponents there heading into the playoffs. You're going to be ready to play whoever you're going to be matched up with. So, looks like Holmes, tough shot, no good. He's got fouled though. He's going to go to the line. Did we hit all the potential county teams?
I believe we did.
We've
covered
all
the
right.
bases. Yeah, it'll be
I
interesting.
didn't want to leave anybody
The
out
games,
there.
Still some games to be played through next Tuesday, and then of course the seeding would imagine will come out as early as next Wednesday.
Yeah, I think so. We have Dallastown and York High still to go.
It's a big one
So
next Tuesday.
that can definitely have an effect on the seedings and who plays who. So we'll see.
Holmes makes his first shot. Right now, it's been all West York 34-13, 2:17 remaining before halftime. Four points for Brody Holmes. A 20-point lead for West York.
Big. I'll tell you, Todd, I have been to a lot of these West York games this season, and I would say, I would venture to say this is their highest scoring first half they've had all year. I don't have the official stats, but I would say there's a good
the lights,
chance.
camera are on here. Sports Shooting Stars, and maybe bringing out the best here for the West York Bulldogs tonight.
They came to play here
They
on
have.
senior night. Looks like they're probably going to be content to run some time off this clock. Like you said, up 20.
Gets to the net. Colonials now bring the ball up court.
Nice
move.
take.
That was Jackson Mummert with his first points in tonight's game. 6'3" senior for New Oxford. McGladdery to the net.
Big rebound by Nosley. Couldn't make that put back. New Oxford chance to cut into this lead here.
Last touch by Blake Knowles, out of bounds. New Oxford will maintain possession with 1:10 remaining.
New Oxford down 18 here, Todd. I'm sure they'd like to get this closer to 10 or 12 points at the half so they can have a chance here in the second half.
Luke Hoffman, they give to Blake Knowles down low. Blake Knowles off the backboard.
Tough shot there by Knowles. He's been hot here in the first half. I'm surprised Coach Bull does not have them holding the ball here for the last shot. Kind of uncharacteristic of the West York team. Looked like a travel there, but
Nice
no
floater
call.
there.
They cut it to
By
16
Jake
now.
Lawrence, his first points tonight. A 16-point lead now, West York 34, New Oxford 18. And now it would appear as if West York's content to hold the ball here for the final.
Yeah, I
play
would
of
think
the-
they're going to try to
or
get
halftime.
McGladdery going to the basket. He kicks out to Knowles. Nice drive into Nisley. Oh, got the foul.
.8 seconds remaining here before halftime. See what West York has dialed up here, Jesse.
Look for them to maybe throw this lob to McGladdery. Oh, they tried it.
They tried it unsuccessfully, and we've arrived at halftime. with your score. West York 34, New Oxford 18. And as we talked about earlier in the game, it's really been all about West York tonight, and they're kind of tuning up for the counties that will begin next week here on senior night.
All West York early. Couple quick shots, kind of uncharacteristic of West York. Felt like they could have been able to kind of close these New Oxford Colonials out, but only down 16, whole half to go. We'll see if they can make a comeback. Also, just want to note a win here by West York should be able to cement them a home game in the district playoffs. So we'll see. That's unofficial, but I looked at the district standings, and I believe that with a win here tonight, they should get at least one home game.
And with that being said, maybe a little plug for the fans of West York to come out and support their Bulldogs in district play, which will be taking place in a couple weeks. Leading scorers here before we take a commercial timeout. Leading scorer for West York, Blake Knowles has 9 points, followed by Javon DeShields.
At Thornton Automotive, 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion. Our Customer Appreciation Sales Event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance saving with no money down and low payments?
You got it.
Then shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
This stuff comes in more handy because
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, because if we don't have this stuff, then we have to go out and buy it.
Okay.
And whenever we get an excess, we just give it to our vets that come pick up food for the military share.
All right, we just pulled back into Thornton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram after a long day. We were able to fill a truck bed for Mr. Sandys. It's going to go a long way for them. We really appreciate everybody that was able to donate this year.
Welcome back, sports fans. Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner tonight, Jesse Ferber. Dude Jones on assignment tonight, and that's at Central York High School as they're playing Northeastern tonight.
Central
He's
and
there.
Northeastern. Any update on that game?
I have
at
not
all?
heard any updates. No,
Northeastern, a tough season for them so far this year. I know they lost a few key guys from last year.
Well, I'm getting a result right now as we speak. Central won 74-58 over the Northeastern Bobcats. In other action taking place tonight, York Suburban at Dover, Eastern York at Kennerdale, Red Lion at Spring Grove. Mentioned earlier, Southwestern at York High, and York Tech at York Catholic tonight.
Eastern York and Kennerdale, that's an interesting matchup. Eastern started off on fire. I believe they won their first 12 or 13 games. Kind of hit a little bit of a tough spot over the last 2 weeks. Kennerdale is kind of surging right now. I believe with a win, if Kennerdale could pull the upset on Eastern, they might move ahead of them in the district playoffs.
And who would have thought?
Teams,
who would have thought that a couple weeks ago? The way Eastern was on
they
fire.
seem like they might roll a 1 or 2 loss regular season.
And we're underway now here to the start of the third quarter. West York will be moving right to left on your TV screen.
Great pass by DeShields into Detz.
Detz puts it in for 2. 9 points for Braden Detz. And it seems as if West York's picking up where they left off in the first half.
Great possession there by DeShields. Had 2 rebounds and an assist. Don't see that often. Ooh, looked like potential backcourt. He must have got a hand on it. There's DeShields again.
DeShields.
New Oxford really doesn't have anybody to match up with DeShields. He seems to be having his way.
DeShields now in double digits with 10 points. There for the bucket, Jake Lawrence. 4 points for Jake Lawrence for the Colonials, and an 18-point lead for West York, 38-20.
West York came out with all seniors to start the second half. I believe this is the lineup that started the game. All 5 of these guys has been involved in the scoring. There's a great drive by Knowles. Don't see him put on the floor that often, but that was a great take by Knowles. He's got 11.
11 points for Blake Knowles. Javon DeShields, 10 points.
Nice take.
Jake Lawrence, 6 points now for Jake. As Chase Dahl brings the ball up court to give to McGladry. Down low. Intended for DeShields, but went out of bounds. Will be New Oxford possession with 6:06 to go here in the third quarter. I want to remind the fans to follow Sports Shooting Stars on Facebook and Instagram for the latest updates in reference to the county championship games being played. Still to be determined what our broadcast schedule will look like.
Yeah, like we mentioned, should be some great matchups even in the first round of those county playoffs. A lot of tough teams. I believe that they all kind of have the potential to beat every one of them. So should be some great matchups throughout.
It looks like the opening rounds will be played at either Red Lion High School or Eastern York, and then the semifinals and finals will be played at York Tech Fieldhouse.
Great
Boys
gyms.
and girls.
Red Lion's got a great gym there. Eastern, that great gym. Kind of the smaller old school feel there at Eastern, but it's a great place to have a playoff game. And then we talked about York Tech. What a facility they have there.
McGladry to the net and a put in.
Great drive by McGladry.
7 points for David.
West York up 20 now early in the third quarter. And this is kind of the time where New Oxford really has to try to put something together, or this game could be over here in the third quarter. We'll see.
Jump shot made. Again, Jake Lawrence.
Jake Lawrence starting to be a little bit. They're going to need more of that to get back in this game.
Off the iron shot put up by Detz.
Freshman Brody Holmes, looks like they're going to get him on the carry, Todd.
Yes. Be West York's possession. 4:52 remaining in the third quarter. Dahl with the ball to give to McGladry. Bounce pass down low.
Knowles with
Knowles
another
for
three.
off the iron.
A little short on that one. Good save there by Chase Dahl. Tie up, New Oxford comes out with it. Great job by
Nice
Chase
play.
Dahl getting back on defense there.
nice
Stop that
hustle
layup.
effort. Yes.
Looks like Bulls going to the Hoffman twins as Detz and Knowles come out of the game.
Sophomores for West York. We'll be calling their names over the course of the next couple years for this West York Ball Club.
Definitely. Both of those guys have started a couple games. Also, that sometimes they do come off the bench, but definitely key contributors for this West York team.
And the put in. Jake Lawrence.
There's Jake
8
again.
points already.
Jake has been going to work here in this third
In the
quarter.
third quarter, yeah, it gives him
think he's
10
got
points overall, yes.
8 points in the third, I believe. Big
Nice
bucket
shot.
there, Grady Hoffman, number 24. Keep this lead at 18 for West York.
Grady Hoffman with 5 points. That was Holmes overshot.
Tough
The
shot,
net,
Brandon
yeah.
Holmes off balance. I have seen him make those shots though.
McGladry baseline to the net and the put in. And you can say maybe David McGladry getting warmed up here tonight, Jesse.
Yeah, he had that injury early on. Obviously, he seems to be doing fine. And he is a tough cover there for New Oxford. They do not seem to have somebody that can stop him from getting to the rim.
Shield. And the and one for the Shields, and this has been all West York right now.
Yeah, the Shields and McGladry, both tough matchups for New Oxford. They don't really have anybody with the height of the Shields, and he's getting to the basket almost at will.
And creating and making noise.
And obviously McGladry, former player of the game, multiple times I believe for Sports Shooting Stars. He's able to get to the rim and also shoot the three.
There's McGladry to clean things up.
He's now has a quick 11 too, Todd.
11 points for David McGladry, 11 points for Blake Knowles, and of course leading scorer for West York, Javon DeShields, 12 points. What production already here.
Yeah, great balance attack there by West York. I think Braden Detz did
Nice
come out of the
backdoor.
game, but I believe he has 7 points, Todd, if I'm not mistaken.
Ryan Carver on that back door for 2, his first points tonight's game.
West York up 22 here, well above their average scoring output. Like you mentioned earlier, I think it was 54 points a game they're averaging. They're looking to probably get into the 70s here tonight.
And it looks like Coach Myers has pulled a lot of his starters for New Oxford and has some of the reserve players in.
Yeah, that could be a couple reasons. He could just be unhappy with the way they're playing, or could be looking to get some of these other guys some opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen, check your 50-50 tickets.
Your score, West York 50, New
Your
Oxford
winning
28.
50 tickets, the winning number 407761. Again, 407761. You can pick up your winnings outside of the gym by the
You didn't have that one, did you, Todd?
I did not. How about you, Jesse?
No.
You
I
probably
got-
would have dropped the mic and
I
claimed
might
it
have
right
been
away,
running
huh?
down there to get the money, yeah. I was looking in the crowd to see somebody with some excitement. Didn't see it, so.
Well, there's plenty of excitement in the West York student section, and for obvious reasons right tonight, it has been all West York.
Yeah,
And a
I'll tell you,
great effort by this team here on senior night where
they're really
honored
putting it
6 seniors.
together, and all the seniors getting into that scoring attack. Look for Coach Bull to probably get Jalen Robertson in here, the 6th senior, and see if they can get him into the action.
And I'd be curious to see with a sizable lead for West York if maybe some other reserves come in and get the opportunity to play.
Yeah, if it continues like this, we might see some of the JV players for West York in the 4th quarter, I would think.
McGladry steps back for the 3
Wide
and
open.
drains it.
I tell you, McGladry from 3 has really improved his game. That shot is got a great arc on it, and you know when he shoots it, it does not look like it's hitting nothing but net almost every time. Really improved from last year.
Deep 3 made by Idris Amatovic, his first points in tonight's game. Played football for New Oxford, now showing his talents on the hardwood floor. West York 53, New Oxford 31 with just over a minute and a half remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Live tonight from West York High School.
West York student section calling for Jalen Robertson.
In and out of the
They'd
bucket.
like to see him get in the game here.
A
Like
fan
to see the
favorite,
senior
huh?
get in there, especially on senior night. See if he can get a couple points up on the board. Be nice to see. Big block there by West York. Blake Knowles checking back in. Chase Dahl checks out for the Bulldogs. Also, we mentioned, Todd, beginning of the broadcast, it looks like Coach Bull might be getting win number 100 tonight.
100. It's been a big week of sorts locally for coaches. We mentioned
Yeah.
earlier on our pregame show, Clovis Gallen, the head coach for York High, his 100th win.
Good to see those coaches getting those milestone wins. It tells you that there's getting some consistency with the coaching in York County. Guys are staying with the team for a while and having some success. So it's
Yeah.
always good to see.
Making an impact. Oh, big 3 by Amatovic.
New Oxford cuts it to 19 here. West York will probably hold for the last shot here, 3rd quarter, just under 30 seconds.
West York 53, New Oxford 34. Bounce pass down low to the big man. And the put in by Javon DeShields.
13 for DeShields. I believe he leads all scorers, Todd.
Well, David
Oh,
McGladry.
14, I'm
David
sorry,
McGladry,
14.
they're tied with David McGladry
Yeah,
with 14
you're right.
points.
Both got 14.
Javon DeShields with 14 points. And we've arrived at the end of the 3rd quarter. And your score, West York 55, New Oxford 34.
West York up 21. Braden Detz looks like he's coming back in the game for West York. And it looks like it's a safe bet that Coach Bull is going to get win number 100.
100.
Here. Congrats to him early.
Yeah, and it's amazing, 100 wins, and then we think lots of times, of course, Joe Hasenfuss, the legend at York Suburban, and over 500 wins. So that means you have to be around coaching for quite
some
a while.
time. Coach Hasenfuss still on the bench for York Suburban.
Yes, he is. I saw him a couple
It's great
weeks
to
ago.
see him still out there.
Yeah, actually, last Friday at York Suburban, when this New Oxford Ball Club went in there with the win, just
He still
incredible.
looks good.
Yes, he does.
And I'm sure he's sharp as ever.
And I do remember his son, Marty
Hasenfuss
was a longtime coach, I believe, at Eastern York, if I
Eastern,
remember correctly.
and believe he was an assistant there at Suburban for a while as well. Hoffman twins in the game for West York, along with seniors Knowles, Detz, and DeShields.
DeShields.
Looks
And
like a travel there on DeShields. He's had a good game tonight. That was one of his only mistakes here in this
and
ball
again, you
game
mentioned
tonight.
14 points for the senior, 6'5" senior.
A lot of rebounds.
Yeah, making
few
his
block
presence
shots
felt
as well.
tonight.
Haven't seen much of Jake Nisley. He got in early in the first
early
quarter.
and-
Haven't seen him too much here in the second half.
And a drive to the net. Detz brings the ball up court for West York.
It's like
Luke
Luke
Hoffman
Hoffman going
has-
to the line here. Nice
For his-
ball fake.
Potential first points here.
Coach Bull really likes to make sure these games are put away before he goes too deep into the bench. So I would say here in the next 2 or 3 minutes, we might see Jalen Robertson, the senior, might also see some of the JV guys coming into the game to finish this one out.
Luke Hoffman, two from the free throw line. Gives West York the lead, 57-34, extends their lead with just under 7 minutes remaining here in regulation. A deep three off the iron, rebounded by DeShields. Timeout called by head coach Garrett Bull of West York with 6:35 remaining.
West York almost turned that one over there. It looked like Coach Bull wanted to get a timeout, settle these guys down, let them know this game is in hand.
And
Don't need to force any passes or bad shots.
He got it. Leading scorer for New Oxford, Jake Lawrence with 10 points. Mentioned some leading scores here for West York. It's been well-rounded here. Javon DeShields, 14 points. David McGladdery, 14 points, followed by Blake Knowles with his 11 points tonight. 3 threes for Blake Knowles.
Yeah, Braden Detz right behind them with 9. So
yes,
anytime you get 3 guys, maybe 4 in double figures, that usually leads to a win.
Gets for 3
And
and drains it.
On cue, now we have 4 guys in double figures.
12 points for Braden Detz.
Student section excited here at West York. Looks like Robertson's getting ready to check in the game.
Well, they're getting their money's worth here tonight. If you're a West York fan.
Braden Detz checking out. Detz was injured a couple times throughout the season, had some trouble with his back, and then also had an ankle injury. Played through it, really tough player, and came up big for them against that big win against Eastern York.
Well, and Jalen Robertson now in the game, the senior for West York. West York right now just bleeding some time off the clock, Jesse.
Yeah, they're content moving this ball. These other seniors probably
Baseline,
looking
Hoffman
to.
for the bucket.
Great take there by Hoffman. I'd imagine they're going to try to work the ball to Robertson, get him at least a couple shot attempts here late in the game.
Down low for the easy put in. That was Wyatt Daniels, his first points tonight for the Colonials. West York 62, New Oxford 36.
Hopefully no injury there to Jake Nisley. He's been a big contributor for West York throughout this season. We haven't seen him in the game, I don't believe,
Well, early
since
in
the second
yeah,
quarter.
you're right, since the second
So
quarter.
hopefully he's okay, and they're just trying to get the seniors a little bit more playing time here on senior night. They'll definitely need him in the county and district playoffs.
And you mentioned West York has one remaining regular season game?
Correct. They play season finale is at Spring Grove on Monday night.
Spring Grove was featured earlier this week on Sports Shooting Stars with a win over York Tech.
I saw that. That was a pretty good contest until the fourth quarter.
Well, 47 points scored between our players of the game.
There's Robertson with the ball. Blake Knowles for three.
Off the iron.
Blake was hot early in the first quarter. He's getting some good looks, just not going down here in the second half. Looks like Detz and McGladry checking back in here.
Surprised to see that, Jesse, right now with the sizable lead for West York?
Ordinarily, yes, but I think because it is senior night, they wanted to get the seniors on the floor together.
Understandable.
Surprised they took Robertson out, but hopefully he gets another opportunity there. We'll see.
Deep three.
Nice rebound by Knowles. Detz with the quick three. Good ball movement.
McGladry making it look easy. Another three. 17 points for David McGladry. And he leads all scorers in tonight's game now.
Looks like freshman Jaden Kohler going to check in here. I believe this will be his first varsity action. Had a really nice game in the JV game. Hit 4 threes. They call him Jay Shooter for that reason. Also, you're going to see Jake Rill, cousin of Ben Rill from over at Central. And looks like the Hoffmans are going to come back in along with Robertson. So it looks like we get a standing ovation here.
And rightly so.
Yep. And these guys are going to, these guys have been playing together since 3rd, 4th grade. Tight-knit crew, so good to see them get this win here big on senior night and get to walk off the court together. Good to see.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that, and it's a special moment because not a lot of players maybe could play at the next level, and this could be, if you're an athlete, this could be your final stages of your playing career.
Hey, I just want to add something real quick. I think David McGladry has to probably be the most improved player that I saw this year. We saw a lot of different players, but he has that quick first step and that nice jumper, man. And he's probably the most improved player for me that I've seen so far in the county.
Yeah, I would agree, especially his outside shooting really improved. He's one of the best scorers, I think, in the county. He can get you mid-range, he can get to the rim, and he can shoot the three.
That was Jake Rill.
Jake Rill, a guy we thought would
see
see more minutes early in the season, was injured, but he's very athletic. He's got some good size and
6'4".
6'4", good athletic ability, and definitely a guy. West York does not have a lot of size. You know, you got Jafonda Shields and then Nisley, but other than that, Jake Rill would probably be the third big guy. Couple more of the JV players in the game now.
And
there's Jay Shooter for three.
Jane Kohler.
He was hot from the JV game. That seemed to continue. Good for him. I believe that's his first 3 points.
It is. I mean,
in his career. I believe that was his first.
Awesome.
Yeah, I believe that's his first varsity entrance, and he's shooting 1,000% from the field.
Jackson Mummert with a bucket. In and out
Heat
of the
check
basket.
there by Kohler.
And a 30-point lead right now for West York, 70-40. And a running clock now in effect.
Looks like another freshman, Aiden Leach, into the game. Another JV guy getting some opportunity. Good to see.
As the clock continues to run here at West York High School.
Oh, Robertson went to the rim. Looks like an offensive foul. Must have pushed off there.
Well, Jesse, there's 2 other freshmen I'd like to see in the game. and that's Jackson Ferber and also Jalen Shope, who they're about to check in right now. Couldn't wait to see those guys get in the game.
Yep, Jalen Shope coming in, and
Right on cue
number
there,
34, Jackson Ferber. That name sounds familiar, Jesse.
Yep, that is my oldest son. Good to see Jalen and Jackson get an opportunity here.
It's got to be a special moment for you to call your son here in the broadcast booth tonight.
He's going to get a bumper too. He's going to get a point. I feel it.
Looks like West York ball.
Fans that are tuned in, let us know who maybe you would think would be our player of the game or players of the game tonight, as it's really been all West York tonight, 70-40.
West York with 4 freshmen in the game. You don't see that often. And looks like Robertson got fouled. He's going to go to the line, and that might end this game with the running clock. Oh, looks like he was fouled on the floor.
Foul on the floor, yes. West York will maintain possession. There's Robertson's shot.
Oh, rebound by Shope. Robertson again.
Jump shot.
Oh, he hits it. You love to see that.
Robertson's first points as the clock continues to tick. And West York will pick up their 15th win tonight as they win the final score.
West York 72, New Oxford 40.
Yeah, heck of a job by West York, top to bottom. I mean, not really much else you can do. Your coach get his 100th win. You had 6 seniors all score points, 4 of them in double figures. You win the game by 30, and you improve your position in the district playoff. So I don't know what else you can ask for.
You can't get much of a better performance from West York tonight. David McGladry led all scorers with 17 points.
17 from McGladry. Pretty much missed the whole first quarter with what looked to be like a cut on his head.
Yeah.
Came back in wearing number 12 and got 17.
And did not seem to phase him the least bit tonight.
He came back in, hit that big 3 right away.
Javon DeShields with 14 points.
We would also
Brian
like to
Detz with
congratulate
12
Coach
and Blake
Bull,
Knowles
as
11.
Tonight is his 100th win.
And you mentioned it, there it is, the 100th win for head coach Garrett Bull here at West York on their hardwood floor.
And Mrs. Bull for all the time he's put into the program.
A special moment here for Coach Bull.
Got to be great for Coach Bull, get that 100th win, not only at home, but also on senior night with a big win. Pretty much had the whole roster in the game, I believe.
Take a brief hiatus and then come back and cut the net down. So if you'd like to stick around for the festivities, please do so. As a reminder, if you smuggle food or anything else into the gym, I ask that you please respect our facility.
He was, I mean, yeah, we could talk. I would say McGladry.
Thank you.
They both had the same amount?
It's,
I mean, you guys saw the game, so I didn't see it.
McGladry.
Sports fans, we're back. Todd Edwards, Dew Jones here, back here in the gym along with our broadcast partner Jesse Ferber. And what we're seeing right now, the cutting of the net here at West York. And a lot of this on senior night. And I think a big part of this is because of Coach Bull's 100th win. And then, of course, securing back-to-back Division II titles here.
Yeah, definitely a great combination of things for the West York Bulldogs as we see them cut the net down. I believe it's because of Coach Bull getting his 100th win tonight, but also a bonus here that they are getting that Division II title for the second year in a row, like you mentioned.
Well, we'll go down when you want to make our way down
Yeah,
to the
do it.
court and hope to get, we're looking to get an interview with the seniors. And there's some big point production tonight from various seniors here tonight. I mean, David McLattery, 17 points. Javon DeShields, 14 points. Braden Detz, 12. And Blake Knowles, 11 points.
Balanced attack.
Balanced attack. And you mentioned it earlier, Jesse, when you have a scoring effort like this from various teammates, it's going to be a tough out.
Tough to stop, definitely. And their Bulldogs are hitting their stride right at the right time. So we'll see if they can continue that into the county playoffs and the district playoffs as well.
Let's make our way down to the court here. Sports fans, we've made our way down on the hardwood floor as the West York Bulldogs continue to cut the net down here in a celebratory mood here if you're a West York Bulldog fan.
Yeah, not much went wrong for West York tonight, Todd.
A big win for West York.
A lot of scoring, big win, number 100 for Coach Bull. Senior night, all the seniors got into the action. They had 4 players in double figures, like we mentioned. So they got all their JV guys in the game. So they kind of checked all the boxes that you would hope to check.
Yeah, and even your son got involved.
Yeah, he did.
There in the final seconds of this game.
Towards the end, they had 4 freshmen on the floor, which is cool to see for the future of West York.
We are awaiting kind of the finish of the cutting down of the net here to talk to the seniors.
Looks
here.
like big Javon DeShields. He didn't have to climb up that ladder too far.
Not when you're 6'5".
Nah.
There's no doubt about that.
He might be, I know he's listed at 6'5". He might be 6'6". I don't know.
He's growing, as we speak.
Still going. And there's senior David McGladry up there.
Yeah, a big spark plug for this West York Ball Club coming off the injury early in the game. leading all scores tonight with 17 points. A previous player of the game here for Sports Shooting Stars, and David McGladrey is going to be one of those players to watch in the county playoffs. Mentioned it earlier in our broadcast about players to keep an eye on. He's one of them for this West York Ball Club.
Definitely. And Dude mentioned he felt like McGladrey, most improved player in the county. That's a big statement, but hard to argue. Like, he's one of the guys that can score from 3. He can hit the mid-range and he can get to the rim. And I believe he does lead the team in assists as well.
Yeah.
So that's one of the better scorers in York County for sure. We'll see what these Bulldogs can do moving into the playoffs next week.
Well, with the counties and then ultimately the district championship, and then hopefully, if you're a West York fan, state run. How about it, Jesse?
Don't want to get too far ahead, but we'll see. Counties first. We'll
counties
see how
first,
we do.
but then ultimately culminating potentially at the sweetest place on earth at the Giant Center.
That would
I
be
know you're
great to
familiar
see.
with that venue from last year.
That would be great to see, and a lot of basketball left, but I would say they got as good a chance as anybody else, so we'll see what they can do.
As We Are the Champions are being played here. And some photos taking place here with friends and family members huddling under the net. Okay, well, here they come, Jesse.
Here we go. We're going to grab
I'm
the
gonna
seniors.
I'm going to try to get the seniors.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to try to get the seniors here.
And you want to get Coach Bull as
we'll
well?
get Coach Bull. Come on in
Coach.
here. Javon, come
Coach,
on over here.
you want
the
to
seniors,
get all the seniors?
Yeah, we'd like to get the
Yourself?
seniors. Yeah, they can get the seniors here. We can get Braden Detz.
You guys want to look up
We
there
can
towards
get
the camera?
Jalen Robertson here.
On
We
live
are.
TV.
Come on in here.
Come in there, fellas.
Blake Knowles. Yeah, we got the seniors here. 60. Gentlemen, the camera's there. You're live on Sports Shooting Stars. Big senior night tonight. Braden, I'll start with you. Your thoughts on this game tonight. A big win, plus your coach's 100th win.
I mean, yeah, it was a huge night. I mean, senior night, coach's 100th win, division champs. It was huge. We came ready and won the game. I mean,
a big time, and you unofficially 12 points tonight. A big output from you, and now potentially looking for counties, correct?
Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to. I mean, last year is nothing to us anymore. I mean, we're ready for this year.
Ready for this year. Braden Detz beside you. I know this guy, David McGladrey, injury earlier, and now you bounced back with 17 points. Your thoughts on your performance tonight?
It just feels good to come out and play well on senior night and have a bunch of the other seniors play well and just really soak in the atmosphere like one last time in front of packed crowd. Like, yeah.
Big crowd and your home base right here.
Yeah.
I mean, and are you looking forward to the counties coming up next week?
Oh, everyone is, yeah. I mean, we still got to play Spring Grove before then, but and they have some good players, but I mean, we're all excited for counties.
Yep, well, good luck. And another guy right beside, I mean, the crowd was cheering for you, Jalen, and you got in, big senior moment. What did it feel like for you tonight to enter the game and play some minutes here tonight?
Man, it feels good. And I mean, we all worked 6 a.m. workouts, you know.
It made it worth it.
Yeah, we made it. Everyone here worked their butts off. So you know, I'm glad everyone 100th win. I'm glad everyone played good.
Good.
Yeah.
Jesse, take it away. My arms are not that long to go down there, but
So,
Jovan.
All 6 seniors, great job here on senior night. You guys got the win. Also help Coach Bull get number 100. So I know how long you guys been playing together.
For about like 9 years.
9 years. So since like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Good. That's awesome. Glad to see you guys come out, get this big win tonight, move into the county playoffs. Javonda Shields, big game.
Big
Believe
game.
we have 14 points, double-digit rebounds,
Yes.
several block shots. How do you feel about the team's chances moving into the playoffs?
I'm feeling really good.
All right.
And standing beside Blake
Man, a few
Knowles.
words.
A few words. 3 threes tonight.
Blake Knowles came
got-
out on fire, 3 threes in the first quarter to get this party started for West York. So, Blake, anything you want to say to the crowd?
Let's go.
I don't know.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
Let's win the next game.
Men a few words here tonight, no doubt about it. And then, of course, Chase Dahl.
Chase Dahl.
Yeah.
I would say keep riding with them.
Tonight.
Oh, it's all about these guys and the team and the program, our philosophy. You know, we're celebrating our seniors tonight, celebrate the division championship. We didn't want to do that on a loss. So they took care of business, got the job done.
You did that, and we'll let you guys celebrate with your fans and family here. Congratulations. Again, the West York Bulldogs, big win tonight. And, Jesse, you have a shirt there. I don't know if you want to throw it up and maybe, give it to all the seniors. Or maybe Coach Bull. Yes.
There we go.
There
so they want to give the player of the game shirt.
Player
to
of the
J-Rob,
game,
the
J.
crowd
Rob,
favorite.
With
Congratulations.
Put it up there. The media, the paparazzi
go.
are here. Show it off. West York with a big win tonight, rightly
Great job.
so.
Hey, good luck in the playoffs,
Great
fellas.
job, guys.
Congratulations,
guys. One more game. Congratulations, Coach Bull. Good job, guys. Good job, Shields. Yep. Thanks for joining us, Jesse. Well, I mean, it's the first time for everything for us, and I think that's the first time we had a group interview like that. But
that was cool.
It was great. I enjoyed every
As soon as you
moment.
mentioned the player of the game, they wanted to give it to their teammate. That was cool to see.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad they didn't kind of rip it out of your hands.
Right,
and
I
fight
wasn't sure
for
if they were
it.
going to fight for it or what. So
But,
that was a good ending to the night.
A great moment here tonight, and we thank you, the fans, for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars. I want to remind you to tune in and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to find out where we'll be next with the county championships. We'll broadcast that, we'll publicize that along with broadcasting the games, so keep an eye on it. Jesse Ferber, a great job tonight. I appreciate you
My
coming
pleasure.
in. Did you have fun tonight?
I always have fun doing this with you guys, so appreciate you having me. And we got to see a great win by the Bulldogs here on senior night.
No doubt.
Dude Jones did want to know the Super Bowl picks of the players, and it looked like they were all saying Chiefs. I don't know.
The Chiefs, huh? In a big win, he says. Okay, well, in all the sheer excitement, we kind of forgot that question to ask them to close it out. But again, we want to thank our sponsors and you, the fans, for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars tonight with Todd Edwards and my broadcast partner, Jesse Ferber. Behind the camera, Dude Jones. Have yourself a great night, and thanks for watching.